Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Captain's Cozy Kitchen. I'm actor Dennis W. Hall. You can currently catch me as Wiseguy Mags in the hit film Green Book, and I'm currently starring as the psychotic quarantine person in the drama horror My House. Anyway, I'm from Jersey, where I grew up. A few of my friends, or a bunch of them, called me by the nickname The Captain. So hence, Captain's Cozy Kitchen. So that's where that comes from. Anyway, welcome back. If you caught my first episode, I taught you how to make a calzone from scratch with just 4 ingredients in less than 30 minutes. So basically, we're gonna pick up from that and we're gonna do a nice Jersey thin pie today. All right? Okay guys, let's go to work. Today we're gonna make a pizza pie. You like a pizza pie? I am gonna make you the best pizza pie you have ever had. So basically, before we get started though, this is gonna go really quick. So first, I'm gonna preheat the oven. Yesterday with the calzone, like I said, they say between 450, 500. I did 475. It was good. It was really crisp, probably because I went thin with the calzone, the dough. So it was good, 475. I'm gonna keep it at 475, see what it did with the pizza. The pizzas I did the other day, a test pizza for the first time, it was like at 550, which was high, and that cooked in like 8 minutes. So I'm gonna do 475 today. So I'm gonna preheat the oven before we get going. As I mentioned yesterday, a lot of people say you need a fancy pizza stone for your oven. I don't have one. So what I showed you yesterday, what I do have, this great West Bend old skillet I found at a flea market like probably 30 some years ago. And a lot of people yesterday were saying, well, that's great. I don't have one of those either. What am I going to do? What I forgot to mention is basically everyone has a cookie sheet. Boom, just flip it upside down. Acts as the same exact thing. Or if you want, you can actually keep it this way, flatten your dough out, keep the dough right to there. Then you wind up with like a Sicilian pie, or if you want to go even with a skillet, do a Chicago deep dish. I'm not really into that. My favorite, and what we're going to do today, is Jersey thin pie, like I mentioned yesterday. Anyway, let's get going. Like I said, here we go. So basically, if you guys watched the video from yesterday, dough. I made this great batch of dough with just two ingredients, and instantly with just using self-rising flour, which has salt in it and the baking soda already in it, and basically an acidic to activate it, which is basically Greek yogurt. So it was just 3 cups of the self-rising flour to 2 cups of the Greek yogurt. It worked perfect, unbelievable. The dough for the calzone was amazing. And just those 3 cups of flour with the 2 cups of yogurt, it made me this big batch of dough. I wound up cutting it into thirds, and I just used a third for the calzone. So this is what I had left. This is from yesterday, or a day and a half even. So what I did was, I just took a paper towel. It's actually one of those reusable ones. It's like really cloth almost. And I just wet it really good. Wet the paper towel, wringed it out, but it's all wet. And I just laid it on top of the dough, all around it, and put it in the fridge. You pull it out today, and look, I mean, it's perfect. So this goes a long way. Actually, I'm gonna cut this in half, in 2 more sections, and just use one of them for the first pizza that we're gonna make right now. So basically, starting off, like just like with the calzone, you want to get your surface floured. We're gonna do the pushing out of and rolling of the dough all on the counter, and then transfer it to our peel, which we covered in the first episode, which is the wooden paddle they use to slide the pizza in and out of the oven. So I just use a wooden cutting board. I don't have a peel. I'm all fancy right now. And this is amazing. Works good. You just a little bit of flour on it, a little bit of the cornmeal, and that's what gives it that little texture on the bottom of the crust also that sticks, but it helps it slide off the peel into the oven. So basically, let's start. A little bit of flour down. I just rub that out really good. Get it down on your counter, good flour. Before you start any cooking project, always wash your hands, guys. Really, really good. I always wash my hands when you're done getting everything set up. Wash your hands really good before you start cooking. That's just any rule of thumb. So basically, now I got the dough. So I put a little flour down. I took just a little bit of flour. Maybe I got carried away with the calzone yesterday. And just flour it a little bit. So it's not, because the edges are sticky from where the water, the paper towel is touching it. So I'm going to go. Knead this a little bit back into a bowl, a little ball. I'm just gonna cut this in half. Like I said, that's a lot of dough from just those 3 cups of flour yesterday. So let's do, God, I might even be able to get 3 small pizzas from this. No, I'm gonna do half. Let's just do half. So you can cut it in half. And once again, take this, throw it in the bowl, little wet cloth. Just let it wet it a little bit. Keep it just on top of the dough. Pack it around it. Put this in the fridge and either use it later or basically tomorrow again. It's the 3rd day in a row. All right, guys. So like I said, a little bit of flour. We're good right now. I think we're cool right now. So I'm just going to knead this a little bit, roll it into the dough. If it gets too floury, just wet your hands a little bit. It'll wet it up a little bit. If it gets too wet, add a little bit more flour again. But you just don't want it to stick to the counter. So just a little bit. It's a little sticky in some areas. So now I'm just going to push it out. See, there's folds in it. So let's get all the folds out of it. So it's one solid piece of dough. So you can basically roll it into itself. Turn it, roll it sideways like this. So look, nice ball of dough right here. So go, boom. Pat it out with your hands as good as you can, basically. Like I said, stick in my hands a little bit, so I'll just add a little bit of flour. You want to push outward, push down and out. So you're pushing the dough out just to get rolling here. Also, you want to get, I took this out of the fridge, you want to let it sit for a while and get warm back up to room temperature. Because if you pull it right out of the fridge and start working with it, you go to stretch it out and it's like a silly putty. Comes stretching right back again. I mean, it's cool if you want to use it on the newspaper. We'll use it and make some cool pictures on it. But besides that, wait for the dough to warm up, room temperature. And then start pushing out really slow to get it. And so now what I said yesterday was rolling pin. A lot of people, like I said, what do you mean a rolling pin? Well, like I said, it depends on what you like. And there's, you know, everyone has a different kind of preference. You know, some people say, oh, New York pizza's the best, Chicago's the best. Really? Go to Times Square, any of those chain pizza places, and try, and then get back to me. You know, it's not true. It's about who makes it and where it's made and what you're into. So basically, I said the Jersey thin. And what they do at this place in Pete and Elders for years and years, they used to roll it out with the rolling pin. That was the secret of getting it so thin. Now they have, I believe, a rolling machine. They put it through and it comes out. But back in the old day, that's how they did it with the rolling pins. I like it like that. If you guys want to keep this crust a little thicker, just don't roll it out so thin. But I like it Jersey paper thin. That's what we're doing right now. So just your rolling pin a little bit, pushing out or pull back, push down a little force, pull towards you, pushing out, little force. Make sure you got enough dough there. I get it like that. Now, if you want to start also, you can start holding like this, like they do in, you know, pizza, and you just work it, stretching lightly on the edges. See, I'm just going real light, like pulling it apart, but don't go too much. You don't want to rip the dough apart. Real light. See how it's hanging? And just go real light. Pull on the edges. Look at it. It's already, see, getting larger like this. You just pull the edges apart. Like I said, you don't want to rip it, but look, it's already getting thin before, you know, just that little bit of rolling with the rolling pin. But look, already. So now when you even get like this, you can practice if you want to do, like I said, flipping it up. You know, I'm not really good at it. I just do it a little bit, but there you go. And actually get a little spin action on it, like a Frisbee. Boom. Lay it back down. Make sure you have enough flour. You don't want it to stick. So look at the difference in that. So I'll throw it out, and I'll roll it a little bit more even to get it even really, really thin, like I like it. Like it's starting to stick to the rolling pin a little bit. So just a little flour down. Right, look at that, guys. So now, that's gonna be really nice. That's gonna be awesome. So what you do now, ready? A little bit of flour on your peel, really good. We're gonna make the pie on the peel. And just a little bit of cornmeal. Mix that together. And And that makes it perfect. So it slides off the peel, but it also goes into the bottom of the crust. So it's going to work out really perfect. Okay, so here we go. Look, awesome. Just throw it here, right on there. Okay. Now what I'm going to use is take my ladle. I have some homemade fresh tomato sauce I made last week. Then I vacuum seal packs, freeze them, so you always got packs of fresh tomato sauce. So I made this batch from scratch with I got a case of tomatoes and did everything from scratch. So actually that's going to be maybe episode 4 or 5. Who knows? We'll see. Anyway, so you're going to take your sauce, and you don't want to get carried away. That's the secret too. You don't want to get carried away with the sauce. You use too much sauce, it's going to make the dough really wet and just really, mushy kind of. You just want a little bit of sauce. That's part of the other secret too. So I kind of take the spoon and let more of it, so I have peppers and onions in here mixed. So I try to get mostly just the liquid sauce. You guys want to put it in and literally just rub it right around. See how thin the sauce is? It's not heavy. You can see the dough through it. So now I rub it right good, and I go right to the edge almost. If you want to leave some of the edge where it actually rises up, you like that. I like to go almost near the edge with this. You guys just really good, rub it in. All right, guys, see how that is? Not a lot of sauce. So add just even a little bit more. I'll fill in, just a little bit. But you can see how you see through it. It's not just sauce where everything's red. You can't see any dough through it. You don't want that. That's way too much sauce. If that's what you have, you got way too much sauce on there. So just a little bit here. See, look. All right, guys, so we got the sauce. See how the sauce is laid out? You can see through it. You can see to the dough. It's not like just red, solid red where you can't see any crust. If it's like that, you got too much sauce on, and it's going to be really floppy and really wet and stuff like that. It's like how light it is. You can actually see through this, see the crust at all. I'll even wipe it out a little bit. You don't want any like big heavy spots of sauce chunking in there. Perfect. Look at that. So now what I'm going to do next is just do a little salt, pepper, light, just a little bit. You get carried away. Little fresh pepper on there. Little oregano I put on there, just a little bit. Look, just very light, like snowflake. That's it. Don't get carried away, guys. And now what I do, I got the shredded mozzarella. That's it. Just the cheese sauce, a little mozzarella. And I'm going to take, you can do whatever you want. You want to put some salami on there. Like I said, I haven't done meat now in about 6 months, so I'm not into the meat now. If you want to do a little, sausage. Actually, if you want to do sausage, Beyond Burger, the plant-based meat, they do great Italian sausage. Tastes just like a sausage sandwich. It comes like 4 in a pack. Amazing. You do it up in the pan, little peppers, onions, on a great Kaiser roll. Tastes just like a Jody Maroney sausage sandwich. Just unbelievable. But they also have just the loose meat. Or you could take the sausage, break it up, and use sausage on top, pieces of sausage. Or they have the Beyond Meat, which I've done meatballs with. And you make it just like meatballs. That's going to be another episode. Tastes just like meatballs. So you could do that if you want to do some ground meat on there. I don't care for the meat. I just like the cheese sauce, little oregano, salt, pepper, and some basil. I'm going to do some fresh basil from out on the balcony. Pick some basil and throw that on top. So that's it. Same thing with the cheese. Don't get carried away. You don't want to pile the cheese on. That's another mistake. Like I said, the place Pete and Elders in Neptune City, what they used to do, now they do shred it, and it's real light. But in the old days, they would slice it with the meat slicer, real paper thin slices of mozzarella, and they would lay it on. That's how they got it really, really paper thin. But now I'm told they do mozzarella, but real light. So that's all you got to do. So look at this. You're not getting carried away. Just real light. You don't want the same thing like the sauce. You want to be able to see through to the red, to the white dough down there. You don't want to cover it with cheese. I mean, unless you like a lot of cheese, but same thing with that. If you're doing paper thin, that's going to weight the slice down. You pull a slice, it's going to bend over. It's, it's just not a good Jersey thin. So go light with everything. Less is more. What's that, the Baja method or something in design? Less is more. Same thing with pizza, guys. Perfect. Perfect. Don't want to get carried away with the cheese. Let me go out and get a little basil. I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh my God. I just went and picked fresh basil off the balcony. Oh my God, nothing like fresh basil. Guys, you can go get basil at the store, you buy it, whatever. But usually in most stores, they also have basil separate where you get your herb. It's a little potted little plant thing for like $3 or something. I grabbed that. Bring it home, put it in a little soil, little pot out on the balcony or your window, so you got basil constantly for that one little $3 investment or whatever it is. So now I'm just gonna take some basil and lightly lay it on. Like I said, less is more. Unless you really like basil, you don't have to get carried away. Guys. Oh my God. Waiting for the oven to heat still. Okay guys, while we're waiting for the oven to reach maximum temperature, we got a little bit of time to kill here. So I figured, well, us here at Captain's Cozy Kitchen, we're all about giving you helpful hints to make your life a little bit easier during these times. But then I started thinking, how about when we get back to the real world? Maybe I got some little helpful hints that can help you out also when we get back out there. So basically, one of my tips from Jersey, I figured I'd maybe mention might help you out because it really helped me out. I read it somewhere, I forgot where, I'm not sure. But it's about when you're out there driving on the road, tend to get pulled over. This is kind of maybe help you get out of a traffic ticket, maybe. Where I grew up, like basically half the guys I went to school with are cops. A lot of the other ones, they did a lot of hang out with cops, but they're not cops. So anyway, so what we're gonna do is, a lot of these guys, it's called an FOP card, Fraternal Order of Police. And they get a few of them here and there, and they give them to like their loved ones or really special friends. If you get pulled over, you know, you kind of, pull it out accidentally as you're opening the wall. Yeah, my uncle's a cop, my best friend's a cop, whatever. So they're really hard to get unless you really know someone. So basically, this is what I do, guys. And I only say it because I've used it. I read it somewhere, I don't know where, but I'm like, God, I like that. I'm going to try it. So maybe you guys give it a shot, see what it works for you. But, you know, just a tip. But you didn't get it from me. I'm just telling you, though. This is where you got to sell. So you get pulled over by the cop, pulls over, hey, how are you? You know, right away, I put my hands on the dash, let them know you're cool. You're not a threat. Makes them at ease. No stressful as being a cop. You're just so stressed out, you don't know what's going to go down. So just be cool, guys. Seriously, I got a lot of cool friends that are cops, so chill out there. So basically what you do is, he asks for your driver's license, insurance, blah, blah, blah. So now you only got a brief, short seconds to sell this thing, right? So basically, since it's the FOP card, you get it from family. I use brother-in-law, even though my brother-in-law's a doctor. I say he's a cop. So this is what I do. Now you got to sell it, right? So once he walks up to the car, says driver's registration license, blah, 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 please, right? This is where you sell it, guys. If you don't sell it, you're not going to do it. Oh, sure, officer, not a problem. Here, by the way, my brother-in-law, he's a cop too. Oh, he gave me this card. Something about if I get in trouble, he said, just hand it to the cop and you probably get out of anything. I don't know if that's true or anything, but he just said, hand you this card. What, no? Oh, that son of a bitch. I knew he didn't like me. Bastard. Dude, it worked for me. Trust me, it worked. A little sense of humor, who knows? Not everyone has it, but, you know, like I said, it's stressful out there. A little laugh goes a long way. It actually got me out of a speeding ticket less than a year ago. Okay, guys, the oven's ready. We're going to throw it in the oven, but before you do, like I said, you learn as you go along and try to not make the same dumb mistake over and over again. So basically, what I did last time with the calzone, or not with the calzone because I did learn that part, the sample pizza I did the other day, I sprinkled flour on the metal, on the grill that's in the oven right now. Right before I put it in, I figured, this way it won't stick the pizza to the grill. Dumb move. The second you put the flour on, it turns brown and smokes up. The smoke alarm went off a few times. So don't do that. I learned that. So didn't do that yesterday with the calzone. But what I did do, when I put this in the oven and slid it on, I didn't wipe the board down. So all my flour and cornmeal that's all over the edges and all too, that all went on to the metal thing, which was fine, no big deal. But some of the flour, it did smoke a little bit and brown. So what you do is smart to start of it. So basically wipe your board off all the way out. The peel is all underneath. I mean, the cornmeal and the flour is all underneath. This thing's gonna slide right off. Just get it off the edges so all this that doesn't go onto the grill. Nice clean. If you want, you're gonna just sprinkle a little bit of cornmeal near the front if you want. Give it a little boost when it's rolling over the edge there. All right, let's throw it in. Check out this bad boy, all right? Okay, guys, we want to try to do this quick. Open the door. You don't want to keep it open too long. You lose all the heat and back to scratch again. Okay, ready? Boom. Oh. All right, right on. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, I'm going to set the timer. Let's put it on 10 minutes and see what it happens. So I put it on 10, but I don't think it's going to take that long. Actually, it might. The one took about 8 minutes the other day, and that was like at 550. So this is 475, probably about 9 minutes, 10. Let's see. Looking good. Oh, guys. Oh, my God. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, look at the cheese bubbling there. And there we go. 10 minutes. Perfect. Guys, come on, come on. Okay, guys, get out of here. Oh my God. Like beating elders. But then again, if it tasted like crap and I get released that, I'll be like, oh my God, this is amazing. No, seriously, this is awesome, guys. Look at the bottom. Look at that. Just like in the pizzeria. Look at that with the cornmeal there. Brown. 475. 10 minutes. Perfect. Look at this. Guys, you know you want some. Come on over. Just stay 6 feet away. Guys, take care. Welcome to another episode of Captain's Cozy Kitchen. Have a great day. Perfect timing. Want some pizza?
Yeah.